mistakes. But those
Welcome everyone to tonight's broadcast on WSLM 1220 and West Washington live stream. We got quite a bit going on. We got here at Salem. It is senior night. It is also the county championship football game between the Lions and the Senators. The Senators come in with a record of 8-0, where the Lions are 5-3 on the year. I'm joined tonight by head basketball coach, Mr. Darren Russell. Darren, give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
It's hard to believe this is week 9. This is the last game of the season. It seems like every year we say the same thing, but this season just goes so fast. And I think primarily because you play one game a week, and we went through that stretch there from August and September, hot, dry. It was like a repeat every Friday night, and now we're finally getting into football weather. And next week starts tournament, but first things first, this is, as you said, the county championship game. Both of these teams have defeated Eastern, so that leaves them two with bragging rights for the county. And Salem doesn't have the record we do, but they played some really good teams and really competed. They had Brownstown beat until the fourth quarter. It seemed like we was watching that on Twitter during one of our games, and we thought they had them, and and Brownstown proves why they're Brownstown. You never count them out, and I expect a great game. I expect a very physical game, a very emotional game. That's what you expect in these type of rivalries, and what we've got to hope, and I'm sure Salem hopes as well, is our kids contain that emotion. Don't need anybody doing anything stupid that gets them tossed out and have to sit the first week of sectional next week.
We're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back in just a moment.
Delicious fries are warming up on the sidelines. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious tastes all day long, including buy 5 McCafe drinks and get one free. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long. Or stop by 601 South Main Street today. And be sure to tune in on Wednesday nights at 7 for WSL. We'll be broadcasting live at McDonald's for Coach's Corner.
What's included in the price of a ticket to attend an IHSAA athletic event?
Harris cuts left, darts right, and goes straight to college!
High school sports teach life skills that go beyond the field of play. Skills that pave the way to a better education and a more fulfilling career. It's all included in the price of admission when you attend a high school athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
Back to live action here at Graves Field here in Salem, where the Senators are on the road, which they will be again on the road next week, but they are on the road to finish out the regular season and to start sectional here at Salem, where they take on the Salem Lions, who are 5-3. Like I said, last year this game went to the Lions. It was 21-14. It was 15-6 last year. Salem does lead the overall series 21-14. West Washington is coached by head coach Philip Bausman, who is 91-50 in his 13th year at West Washington. And the Salem Lions are coached by R.J. Hartsfield, 35-35, 500 record for him in his 7th year here at Salem.
Yeah, and the other thing is Coach Bausman, he obviously understands the importance of this rivalry and what it's like to be a player in this game, having graduated from Salem. So, it's a homecoming for him, I guess you would say. But, more importantly, having played in these type of games, he's able to let these kids understand how big it is for, the fans, but as coaches, you look at it as just another game. The main thing is we are preparing for an extended tournament run. I think, there's a feeling I get from having watched the Senators throughout the year and having talked to the coaches. So, this is a game that, it is a very important game. They have 3 goals at the beginning of the year. One of them is conference championship. One's a county championship, which is tonight. And then in 3 weeks, hopefully we're playing for a sectional championship.
And that's, coming into the season, it is those are the goals for the team, and they have met every goal so far. One that they're hoping to meet tonight is the county championship. They won their first game of the season against Pekin, where they did lose a couple of their very, very important starters, and have had the mentality throughout the rest of the season as next man up, which is exactly what they've done.
You're exactly right. I mean, we've not missed a beat. I mean, that's the development of a program where you can lose 2 All-State kids in week 1 and still continue to not just win but dominate, the teams that we have played. And, you've heard a lot of talk. I've heard a lot of talk. You read a lot of things during the course of the week, during the course of the season, where certain people are saying, that we don't play anybody. Our competition's not the same as some of these other teams. The thing of it is you got to play the teams that is on your schedule. You don't know in football from year to year how good a team's going to be. I mean, you take Farmersburg from last year who beat us in the sectional finals. We didn't know when that game was scheduled 3-4 years ago that they were going to graduate 19 kids and fall off the way that they did. But, to our kids' credits, they come out and they just play. And, it doesn't matter who we're playing. They play the same way, and they've taken care of business in every single game.
And that's going to be the mentality, the rest of the season. We have this game here for the Washington County Championship, but then we're hopefully going to be able to play 3 and then, play for a sectional championship that 3rd game, and then continue on for a regional championship and looking ahead at semi-state. This game is important to the Senators, but it isn't their end-all be-all.
It's not
of the
their
season.
Super Bowl, as we say.
Yeah. So the Senators, are looking. They're not overlooking this, but
no.
They've got bigger things on their radar. They're looking for sectional championships and regional championships.
But at the same time, I mean, you want to keep that perfection going.
This is the game that all of the Senators, grew up as little boys on the youth league, wanting to win this game. So it's important to them also. So we see the seniors. All of those are seniors.
Yes, that's all seniors.
All seniors are out there tonight. So
you got Mason, Chase, Harrison, and Binskin going out for the simulated toss. As the toss has already taken place, but they do it for the fans' sake now to determine who's going to get. And West Washington has won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half, which means Salem will be on offense first.
That's one of the things that the Senators really like to do. They like to defer that, get the defense out on the field, hopefully get a stop, and then get the ball back to start the second half.
Exactly, and that's smart. I mean, especially in a game like this where emotions are so high, let that defense get out there, fly around a little bit, let the kids settle in, because most of the kids are playing both ways, so let them get that experience of this game. On the defensive side, use your emotion, use all that energy to get a stop, and but likewise Salem's going to come with the same type of emotion, and hopefully we can force them into a mistake early on.
That's exactly what the Senators are hoping for. Senators are in their all-white uniforms with blue numbers outlined in red. The Lions are in their black home uniforms with the gold and black letters and numerals, which are definitely a challenge for us to be able to pick up as they turn. It's a little hard to read those, but we'll get the players as the game goes. Jake back to kickoff. He's got our kickoff duty. Jake Strange.
Primary number you're going to need to keep an eye on for Salem on offense will be number 12, Brandon Corbin, their quarterback. Great runner, great thrower. I think he became the all-time passing leader for Salem earlier this year. So, it's a kid that's a name that's been around for a while. And Jake Strange is setting up to kick off and get this 2019 county championship underway.
Those of you listening at home on 1220 AM, that is WSLM, we'd like to thank you. We've also got live stream running, so those of you out there wanting to watch the game, it is out there on YouTube, West Washington live stream, and IHSA TV has picked up the game, so we're live there too. You can go to IHSA TV and scroll down to school broadcasts, and we're one of those listed down there. So Robbins fields the ball at about the 15, brings it out, makes a nice turn, and then is driven out of bounds.
Nice return that time by Robbins. Chase Farmer there to get him down. And actually, it's going to be at the 34-yard line.
Looks about like where they put it down.
It's a big deal right here.
So Salem's coming out, no huddle. In that wing tee. You got
Lane Price in the backfield with their wing tee. Corbin takes it, pulls it.
He's
Still on his feet. There's a group of Senators that do pull him down. He ends up at around the 30-yard line.
There's a nice pull read on that. He faked Price up the middle. All West Washington's defensive line linebackers came converging up on him. He pulls it out the last minute and scampers around the left end and then cuts back to the middle.
So Corbin will line back up under center in West Washington territory. This time the
handoff up the middle to Price. He's going to be stopped, maybe a gain of 2.
And teams have struggled all year long running straight ahead on us. And hopefully that continues.
Yeah.
There we go back to Price there. Price is always going to be good for 3.5 yards every single.
Yep, he showed that this year all year long. So.
Again, this game, you're going to see both teams in basically a no-huddle offense. Get to the line, get your play called, and go.
That one comes, going to be handed off to Price up the middle. He's going to gain another couple.
And that was a high snap as Corbin was in shotgun that time. High snap, they still got it down and into Price's gut for about a 4-yard gains.
You're close to the red zone there, 4 yards from the red zone. This is 2-down territory for the whole time.
We've got 3rd and 4.
He's going to go out shotgun.
Shotgun formation again on 3rd down, tries to draw him off sides.
And then I think we jumped. He went with a hard count. Or no, they're going to call
They're going to back that up. Ooh.
No.
They're going to have the hard count on the 3rd down. I mean, that's something they went with most of the year. As you're going to see, and they're going to run, and we're going to have multiple.
Going to give a shout out early in the game. I got my oldest daughter, Maddie Akers, at home watching and listening. So big shout out to her.
And I want to give a birthday wish to Janice. I won't say how old she is, but
22, right?
She has reached a dollar bill or a form of currency. Let's put it that way. Now they're reversing the call.
They're reversing it. Going to back Salem up here.
That's what I thought they did originally.
So Lions are going to be called for that false start there. Going to be a first. No, not going to be a first down. Going to be a
3rd and 9.
Should be 3rd and 9.
That's part of it. So it's 3rd down and 9 now for the Lions.
Corbin with the pitch to McCoskey out wide. He's got some room to run. He's met by Senators. I believe that is Trenton Binskin over there that cleans that up.
Probably he's the defensive end on that side. No doubt Salem's going to go for it here. This is a big defensive stand this play for the Senators.
Good coverage by the secondary on the Senators. They come up, made open field tackle, and Reese pretty elusive guy. So nice tackle on the West Washington side.
Again,
Senators getting the call in from Coach Gibson, who's on the far side.
Senators are going to a 5-2 this time.
25-yard line at the 23. Snap will come to Corbin.
He's not going to get it.
He's not going to get that.
I don't believe he got it.
I don't think he got it that time.
Nope. He is met in the middle by big Trenton Binskin again. He says hello. Going to be first down, Senators. Looks like they get it on about the 21-yard line.
Let's see if we can have some fireworks here on this first play.
And see what they can do.
so the Senators get a big stop. They'll take
Looks like we've got a pretty good crowd over on the far sidelines. The Salem stands are full, like we said earlier. This is senior night.
We talked about Holden Bousman, the quarterback.
Holden in the backfield, along with Mason Armstrong. Going to be a fake, then thrown.
Well, there's all kinds of contact in there.
And there's no flag.
Wow. Harrison was held at the 40-yard line, got off of that, and then the safety bumps him at the 50-yard line. That's just a bad decision by the officials not to call pass interference on that. Wow. I think
they got tangled up to begin with, and then
not only tangled up. I mean, the DB was holding Harrison 20 yards down the field.
So Bousman will look to take the snap.
Mason switches sides in the backfield. Going to be a false start coming back the other way.
Well, let's make sure. I mean, nothing's been.
Yeah, they're not going to change that one. That one's going to go back.
Well, so bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Senators.
2nd and 5 here for the Senators.
Bring up 2nd down and 5. Bousman back to work out of the shotgun.
Hands off to Mason. Mason looks, gets a nice cut. Still moving. He's going to be close to a first down. I don't know if he's got quite enough, but he's right there. They haven't motioned yet, looking for a spot.
They're going to mark it maybe a yard short. Well, I don't know. He's moving it up.
Going to be 3rd down and maybe half a yard. Nice run there by Mason. Senators with 2 wide receivers to this side. Mason ducks his head. Don't know that he gets it on that one.
That was 4th down.
No,
that was 3rd down.
That was 3rd down. They flipped the card over there early. Avery Alexander with a nice stop.
They're going to mark it 4th down, same spot.
So
what's going on?
Well,
I mean,
I'm confused here. We've got a
chain
spot.
guys all messed up.
We got a spot, and then
I think they're going to measure.
They're going to measure this. That's an interesting. He gained some from where they spotted the ball, so now we're going to have the chains come in. So the officials on the far side pick up the chain and come in with the chain crew.
Well, I'm more concerned about the guy on the marker having 4th down last play.
He flipped it
because those officials, I can already tell that they can get confused.
So they put the marker down, and then they're going to stretch it out.
I think he's got it by the nose of the football.
Going to be 1st down, Senators.
And that is the first down of the game for West Washington. It's also the first possession.
So chains get set again. It is 1st and 10 for the Senators. Senators with, looks like we're going to go with
got Rankin
2 tight end.
Yeah, Rankin and Strange at tight end. Sanford to the top of your screen. Farmer to the near side. So Armstrong in the backfield.
Mason with the ball out wide. He gets a gain of about 4, faking on that jet sweep.
And you could see the Salem defense see Harrison come in motion. They're thinking that jet sweep, and then all of a sudden give it back to Mason, but they recovered quickly on that.
Yeah. After Mason gains 5 yards, it's going to be 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
So we'll go with 2 backs this time on each side of Holden, as you got Roper McFeeters as a freshman in on one side and Mason on the other.
That handoff is going to be to Roper. He ducks his head and gains about a yard, maybe 2. Going to be 3rd and 3.
Looks like we're going to stay same formation. Jake's the tight end to the top, Glenn to the near side, or tight end on this side, and then you got Harrison out wide to the near side with Mason and Roper in the backfield.
Ball comes to Roper. He's going to get a 1st down.
He's got it.
Nice job by McFeeters to make that run.
Harrison out wide.
A nice hard run that time by Roper.
Mason and Roper in the backfield. Ball
Senators
comes to
Roper.
He's going to get a 1st down.
Got it.
Drive for the Senators.
Nice job by McFeeters.
Let's just keep it going. Looks like we go back to single back.
Single back, bring
Chase comes back in, Roper goes out.
Still stay with our 2 tight ends, Glenn and Jake, on the field at the same time. Holden in the backfield with Mason Armstrong.
Mason Armstrong back there with him. Snap will come back on first down. They'll set a man in motion. That's Sanford. And
now they bring twins to the near side. Going to be a handoff to Mason up the
Big
middle.
hole.
Big hole he meets.
He's still going. He gets up to midfield. So that could be about a gain of 7 for Armstrong on that play.
Nice job by Armstrong to make that strong run.
Yeah, we brought Harrison all the way across and went twins to this near side and left a little running lane back to where Harrison came from, or the side he came from.
They do a great job of that front line doing their zone blocking schemes, allowing those backs to make reads on where they need to go.
Mm-hmm. Now McFeeder's back in the game.
To Mason, McFeeder's is going to lead. We're going to get a first down.
Ball come loose. Not sure what the call is, but
ball does come loose, but they're going to leave it with the Senators.
Be another 5-yard gain.
Another 5-yard gain by Mason. Usually it's the other way coming out of the backfield that Mason leads and McFeeder's is the one following him, but this time they switched it up.
Yeah, that tells me that, our coaches have spent time studying our tendencies and, what do we tend to do with this look, or what do we do with this kid, and, we start putting in wrinkles.
Going to be a pass deep overthrew Harrison as he is unable to come down with that one. So.
And those incompletions aren't always bad, because what you do is you put fear into those defensive backs. Now, hey, if I don't take my drops and get back, this kid's going to run right by me, or they're not afraid to throw deep. So
that's exactly what the coaching staff for the Senators is hoping. Hey, he's going to spread it out there.
Threat.
Snap comes. Mason with that one is met at the line, going to get maybe a yard.
Yeah, they were waiting on it that time.
Going to be about a 3rd and 9.
To bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Senators as McFeeder's goes out, Farmer comes back in. Might look for Jake Strange right here.
Yeah, this is Jake Strange's time. I mean, he seems to do a good job of finding that crease.
Mm-hmm.
Where to
get. Linebackers are coming up hard, and
he'll run right by him. So Bousman with a roll,
coming hard off the edge.
Nice throw.
Almost
the Senators end up knocking it away from each other. They were looking for Jake, but he was unable to get it. The Lions knock it away from each other, so it is going to be a 4th down for the Senators.
They are going to end up. As Trenton Benskin comes into, or actually, I think Armstrong
is going to be the snapper here as the long snapper.
We bring in Shamey here.
And of course, you got Bousman back there as the punter. I mean, based upon, as we've talked all year, how they line up, it's what we're going to do.
Nice punt there. He's going to drive it deep. Going to be bounced and then picked up. Sanford gets there on it. Robbins picks the ball up, but Sanford is right there to meet him as he grabs it. So we see the Senators switch in their defense, and the offense for the Lions come in.
And Salem will take over on their own 21-yard line. 4:47 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score.
It's been a fast first quarter so far.
Yeah, it has.
I'm not quite used to that. Usually we've got quite a few penalties and things
scores
going on and scores, and so Lions come out with 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field, along with their wing tee. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Goes to Price.
Like he'll gain
Gonna get
2 on that.
2 on that one.
The Senators have got to be prepared for is Salem may be trying to lull us to sleep, keeping it to Price up the middle, and then just like on the first play, Hobson's going to pull it out. And, that's where your defensive ends have got to be disciplined and stay home on that.
So Corbin in the backfield. He's going to line up for a shotgun snap here. Going to be a pitch out to Mehurin. Mehurin with a cut and is tripped up. I believe that's Mason Armstrong who gets his hands on his feet to bring him down. Salem gets set in their hurry-up version of the offense.
It's the second first down of the game for Salem.
Senators in their forefront.
Again, Hobson in the gun, Price behind him. Still with wing T with your wings with Mehurin. And then you got twins to the far side.
That snap, Corbin going to come up. He's going to pull it. He's going to get dropped by.
And there's penalty.
Trenton Binskin. I hear face mask, so. So
yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
Senator's going to lose some yards here.
Price had a big hole up through there, but anyway, the penalty will come in, and that'll move it 15 yards.
Yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike penalty, so it's a 15-yarder.
Going to be at the 47-yard line here. 15-yard penalty hurts the Senators. The Lions do get a first down on that one, as I believe it was Binskin who was there on that end. So. Still a 0-0 game here. 3:27 to go in the first quarter. Corbin takes that one, hands it off to Price.
No, Corbin kept it, and his knee went down. His knee hit the ground, and the play was dead, so it'll be a 2-yard gain, about a 1-yard gain for Corbin on that.
Down the field a ways.
You know how I don't like
that one then handed off to Price.
And he goes nowhere. See Armstrong there, Bryce Brown, Charles Madden.
Senators do have some beef up the middle there, so it's going to be hard to run up the middle, which is right where the Lions want to run. Lions look to the sideline.
He's going to throw.
It's going to be a throw.
Draw. And that is Hunter Pate. Nice job of staying home.
Going to be a yard short of the first down. Looks like the Lions are going to go for it.
Come on, defense. And it's a sneak. He got it.
Senators weren't ready for that play. They had linebackers backed up off, and the Lions were able just to snap that one, and Corbin able to dive forward for a first down. First down, 10 to go here on the 42, 2:05 left to go in the first quarter. Still 0-0. McCoskey moves across the formation.
As they'll look back to the sideline for the play call. Snap will come here on first down. It does. He'll turn.
Gives it to Price. Price through and then is just tripped up before he can get enough for the first down.
Yeah, he's going to have a first down on that.
Lions are able to move the ball on the Senator defense here. It is one of those things that the Senators do allow some yards, but once we get down into this end of the field, they tend to stall out, hold up. So
first and 10, Corbin under center. He'll take it, hand it off. Price again.
Price gets another.
For another 5 or 6 yard pick.
Looks like he gets about 4 on that one. With the spot going to be 5.
And we're down to a minute 15 to go.
15 to go here. Still no score. Second and 4.
Minute 10 here to go in the first quarter. It's all knotted up at 0, Bo.
Yep, 25-yard lines where they spot that one down. So second down and a long 4 here for the Lions as Corbin will move under center to take the snap.
You got to think that they're going to try and throw it here soon. They've gone almost a quarter, no throws.
Hands off again.
And he just pushes up behind him.
It's 8 carries already in the first quarter for Price. They're going to be about a yard short of first down. Bring up a 3rd down and 1. Whether Salem runs a play to end this quarter or they want to hold off until second quarter because we're under 30. And
going to be a pass. Corbin airs it out. It's going to be too deep, overthrown out of the back of the end zone. Parker Green chasing. Can't make out that number. It looks like 85 maybe. Aiden Hacker maybe.
That ball was there. I mean, ball wasn't there, but Karen was open. He got some separation there.
There, 80's Tristan Karen. I'd say quarterback sneak right here, another 4th down, and that's what they're doing. You see everybody doing it now. I mean, there used to be a rule that you're not allowed to push a player into the end zone or push them at the line. Salem moves their backs up right behind Corbin, and as soon as the ball's snapped, they're pushing him. It used to be called aiding the runner and was a penalty, but you don't see it in high school, you don't see it in college, you don't see it in the NFL because everybody's doing it.
That'll probably be the last play of the first quarter here.
And that will be the end of the first quarter where score remains 0-0 between West Washington and Salem in this county championship game.
We're going to step aside, take a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
What's included in the price of a ticket to attend an IHSAA athletic event?
Harris cuts left, darts right, and goes straight to college!
High school sports teach life skills that go beyond the field of play. Skills that pave the way to a better education and more fulfilling career. It's all included in the price of admission when you attend a high school athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Wouldn't it be great to find a dealer that puts their customer satisfaction over their profits? Well, you have. Eddie Gilstrap Motors in Salem, Indiana has been your hometown Ford dealership for over 80 years. No hassle, no pressure, and ranked in the top 6% nationwide for customer service. Specializing in Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Eddie Gilstrap Motors is your one-stop shop for your sales, service, and auto body repair needs. Visit us today at EddieGilstrapMotors.com or come see us at 207 South Main Street, downtown Salem, Indiana.
Back to live action here at Graves Field. Lions are driving. They hand off to Price. He gets, looks like about maybe a yard there. They're going to.
I don't see how they give him a yard on that. I mean, we met him right at the line of scrimmage, and he went backwards. So I'm giving him 0 yards on that. I don't care what they say.
No gain on the play. Second quarter, all knotted up 0.
So Corbin goes back to work here.
So again, Salem comes out
on second down. So second
in the wing.
He'll set a man in motion.
Robbins out wide, going to be brought down by Benskin.
Get a couple yards as he gets across the
Didn't go to the number 29 Jack Robbins. He's brought down by number 70 Trent Benskin.
Say those West Washington seen that play, scouted out as Trenton stayed home and has done that, not just that play, but the last 2 plays, or last 2 or 3 times they've tried to run to that side. So Salem comes back out on 3rd down and long. So no doubt it's 4-down territory, but Salem does have a field goal kicker, and they're running a counter this time. And they run Robbins again, and he gets inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. So it will be Salem 1st and goal from the 7.
And the Lions knocking on the door here in the opening minutes here of the second quarter. Salem will check to the side.
Salem's looking to the sideline to see what Coach Hartsfield calls.
Corbin looks like he'll go under center. Price behind him.
Hartsfield or Hop gets right. Stop about the 5-yard line, so pick up a 2. Price has been the workhorse for Salem, carrying it 10 times so far for 37 yards in this quarter and about 2.5 minutes. Again, here.
So Price takes it in from 5 yards out, and the Lions first on the board here tonight as they go up 6-0 here with 9:30 to go.
Price on a 5-yard run makes it 6-0, and Noel will come in to attempt the PAT.
Apparently, we've got some audio issues going out. So if you can chime in and let us know what's going on. There's going to be a kick.
Noel's kick is straight
through and good.
That's one thing that I think could be a big difference as the game goes through tonight is these extra points. It seems like Noel is pretty accurate and pretty consistent, and even though we get 2 points for what we go for, it's a lot tougher to get those than it is just a kick. So it puts Salem up 7-0 with 9:30 to go here in the first half of play.
What's the old saying? What's that saying? I don't know. Save the best for last.
Yeah. So number 10, Noel in to kick off for the Lions.
Come in at the end.
I'm not sure where he kicks the ball to, but I'm sure he can boot it deep because, he had wow. I thought that was almost a safety there right by the Lions as McFeeters bobbled the kick, picked it up, and Salem was right there on top of him. Fortunately, though, Roper's speed and elusiveness got him out of that and got him out to the about 14-yard line, it looks like. Actually, 14. So the Senators will take over for their second possession of the game.
Yeah. Mason with that carry coming out of the backfield, going to gain maybe 2.
They're calling it down. I guess the ball did come out, but they said Mason was already down by contact. So West Washington will remain in possession of the ball. And it will be 2nd and 9.
I think he does have to signal me.
2nd down and 8 now. As Bowden will go back to work here. Armstrong back there with him. He'll take the snap, turn, counters back the other way.
Counter Mason back the other way. He got around the edge and is going to get up. Looks like about the 20, 21-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 5 or 6. Let's see where they spot it at. For sure.
Armstrong on the carry.
Right at the 20.
Going to be 3rd and 3 here for the Senators.
And they got Brock McFeeder's in. Farmer goes out. So you got Rankin tight end to the top of your screen. Strange tight end to the near side. And Harris Sanford out wide to the top.
Handoff to Armstrong in the backfield.
He's got maybe one on that.
So not going to be a first down.
No, and I can't see us going for it from here. You don't, yeah.
We're going to be pinned back, so we are definitely going to punt here.
And Salem's returners at the West Washington 45, so they're not counting on a deep punt, and they're expecting great field possession. Oh, and the ball goes through.
Going to go through
and he kicks
out
it
of the back of the end zone. So going to be a safety. So going to make it 9-0. Senators now going to get a free kick from the 20 with that safety.
Kill some time. Things aren't going your way. 7 minutes and a half.
Bosman kicks it out of the back of the end zone, so Salem will.
Senators over on the far sideline, getting everything back together, getting it.
As Jake Strange will put it back in play, 7-9. West Washington.
As Jake drops back to kick, it is on the ground. This could be a.
And it's kicking from the 20.
Yeah.
So let's see what Jake decides to do here. We've seen him place kicks throughout the course of the year, and if they can find a open area, he's going to kick it
There's
deep.
a nice deep kick. Robbins fields it at the 37. Going to get out to the far side.
And there's a flag.
Going to be a flag, so this one's going to come back.
I think it's going to be a block in the back.
I don't know that this person there looked like he was so against West Washington, but I ain't for sure. We'll see what happens. Check them to block the back that far down. There's 2 flags now. Yeah, that's all.
Let's see what they call.
Hang on West Washington. Well, in West Washington. Yeah, so you want to take
It's a penalty on West Washington. I'm not seeing. I've watched a lot of football games, and you don't see the kicking team get called for holding.
Yeah,
very
that's
often.
not a very common one there.
Very
so
interesting call. Oh no, they're reversed. I was going to say these guys.
going to be a hold on the opposite team. I'm not sure what that
guys.
hand signal is. So still waiting to figure out what the what happens here.
I mean, they're walking around. This is week 9. Next week starts the tournament, and we've got officials like they are in week 1. Now, there's some penalty against West Washington.
I'm still lost.
I mean, this may be the craziest thing I've ever seen.
They take it all the way down. They have not seen one conference before he started.
So Lions get the ball on about the 35-yard line.
I mean, I don't understand. Corbin's going to throw. He got it deep. Incomplete.
Incomplete over the middle. McFeeters and Sanford both come in and make the.
I'm still lost from the previous play. I have no clue what they called. I mean, and those of you at home saw, they've signaled holding against us, then wiped that off, called holding on Salem. So you thought it was on them, and then I don't know. I'm at a loss.
It's a new one.
But Salem does have the ball
at the 35.
At the 35 of West Washington. They're ready.
Driving again, 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter. That handoff to Price up the middle.
Corbin
keeps it. That's a late pull. That's hard to see from even up here.
Yeah. And he rides him yard or two into the hole before he ever pulls it. And I'd say that's probably the reason that Salem has some fumbles during the course of games now. They've not fumbled yet tonight. But, that's tough.
6:37 to go here in the second quarter. Lions are ahead 9-0.
So that's we got the guys here to throw underneath and look for them to come around. So
they'll set Karen and Robbins here to the near side. And
Senators set in there. Looks like a forefront. Going to be a pitch out wide to McCoskey. McCoskey looking to get some forward motion. I don't know that he gains anything, but we're going to get another flag on the field.
Do they know what it is?
We'll see. Going to be a hold, it looks like.
They're going to call a holding penalty, but he didn't stop his line. I thought there was a late hit over here.
Who is he fouling to get the hold? That's what I don't know.
It's a new one.
Yeah.
He did the prelim, but he's not really signaled it.
It is going to be holding against Salem. So back
holding
it up
against
10
Salem,
yards.
going to back it up 10 yards from the spot.
He just went 11 yards. That's an 11-yard.
That was an 11-yard penalty.
That's 11 yards, dude. Just went.
So we'll bring up third and about 15 now.
Definitely an interesting set of downs here.
So, and obviously Salem's going to be in 2-down or 4-down territory. They are going. They basically got quads to the top of your screen, meaning 4 receivers.
Corbin drops
that
way.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
nice stop across the
Great
middle there.
recovery
McCoskey's there trying to get a hand on it, but the freshman McFeeters there is there to erase that catch across the middle.
Yeah, it was nice that Roper had great speed right there to recover on that because McCoskey was open, and thankfully Corbin's pass was a little high and he jumped and Roper took his legs right out from underneath him. So Salem is set up to punt.
Corbin is their punter, so they're in the same situation that West Washington is. They have more of a traditional punting formation here. Corbin punts it.
Nice job by Chase.
Nice job by Chase.
That is a flag. There you go.
Farmer does field the ball, but then takes off after it. So.
Yeah, that's going to back us up. Probably
that's
have
it
at the 10, probably end up back at the 5. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Chase gave the fair catch signal and then took a couple of steps, and you're not allowed to do that.
So going to be start on the 6, 1st and 10 for West Washington.
So Bousman will be deep in his own territory this time, starting at the 6-yard line.
Again, 5:34 to go. Be nice. The Senators get a nice drive here in the half with some points, and then get the ball to start the second half.
Going to be
because we jumped.
Interesting to get the call from the back judge on that one. When you've got 2 side judges who neither one of them called it, but the back judge calls that.
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
So it'll be 1st and 13, as that is the 5th penalty of the half on the Senators. We need to get out of this end of the field.
Yeah. So we've got 2 wide receivers to the top of the field. Armstrong gets the ball and gains a few. Going to be a gain of 4.
We'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Again, I believe, if my memory serves me correct, this is just the 3rd possession for the Senators here in the first half.
Under 5 to go. Nice throw there by Bausman, but he's unable to get that one.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. So 4:53 to go here in the first half. Salem is leading by a score of 9-0. Still got double tight end, Strange to near side. Rankin to the far side. Here Sanford wide out to the near side. Farmer to the top. Armstrong in the backfield.
Going to be a roll this way. Same throw. Sanford does a nice job of catching that one. That's going to be a first down for the Senators.
Armstrong in the backfield.
Got to the 20-yard line. So that'd be a pickup of 13 yards right there. Or no, they're marking it 16. So it's going to be short. It's the 2nd measurement of the ball game.
That's an interesting spot there. Those of you at home can watch that and see what you think. He makes the catch at about the 19.
I think he's got it. Yeah, he
going to be a first down, Senators.
Gives us a fresh set of downs, 4:37 to go. So let's let the chains get set, and then let's get ready to roll.
1st and 10 for the Senators.
And again, you still got the same personnel in as it's Armstrong next to Bausman, Rankin, Strange at tight ends, Farmer and Sanford out wide.
Going to be a jet sweep. Sanford has the ball, looking for a blocker. Doesn't get it, going to lose yards there.
Yeah, that play's been very well scouted the last few games. Again, that play, Harrison just goes in motion on the snap of the ball. It's all timing. As Holden gets it, it's just like a little touch pass forward to Harrison. And you wanting to get him to turn the corner. Now we got Parker Green into the game. Rankin goes out.
So we're going to have 3 wide receivers. 2nd and 12. 3:40 left to go here.
What a catch!
Nice catch there by Sanford. Ends up being at about the 50-yard line.
Mark it at the 48. Senators are the big play right there. Holding under serious pressure.
Lobs one out to right on top of the S out at the center field, and Harrison able to catch that one and come down with it.
I like this 3-receiver set, forcing Salem, to cover more space outside and create some inside running lanes.
Yeah.
Interception.
Going to be picked off by number 3. That is Peyton Arthur. Lions are going to take over 1st and 10, 3:07 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Holden slipped on that last play and really never got his feet set on that throw, and it kind of sailed on him a little bit and allowed Salem to get the interception. So Salem will take over. 3 minutes to go here in the half, and no doubt they're looking to add to this 9-0
lead
that they have.
Handoff to Price up the middle.
He's going to get into Senator territory.
58, Hunter Pate there on that tackle.
He bumped out there and then was probably on the backside there.
Bring up a 2nd down and 2 as Price picked up 8 on that play.
Price runs over his own player. I'm not sure which one that was. But then Trenton Benskin was there to bring him down after his own player stopped him.
It's about another 5-yard gain. So you just have to wonder if the center defensive line is starting to wear down against this big Salem offensive line, just pushing on him time after time.
It's going to be another handoff to Price. He's going to get another 5 to 6 yards.
We'll get up to the 40-yard line. Clock is running under 2:10 to go.
Hands it off again. He's not going to get anything there. Bryce Brown in to stop that one.
Again, you get the feeling as much as they're running Price, soon Corbin's going to pull it and run it himself like he did at the beginning, or he's going to pull it and look to throw deep.
Yeah.
So bring up a 3rd down and 4.
1:30 left to go here in the first half. Keeps it this time. Parker Green there, along with Roper.
He's going to get up to the 35. Looks like he will. It's going to be close. They're going to stop him.
They're going to stop it and bring it in from the sideline.
Oh, they're just going to give it to him. The 7th first down of the first half for Salem.
Interesting officiating here. He signals first down.
And I'm guessing that he signals first down, chains have already moved. I mean,
so it looks like they're going to come in from the far sideline to come in and measure. The officials are not helping out the chain crew here very much with the signals and everything. So in comes the chains. We've already had a first down signal. We've had a couple of penalties reversed. Definitely an interesting first half of football here.
It's not a first down.
4th down here.
I'd like to see that ball stand because both those line judges put it right.
Yeah, they both had it on the
on the play is short of a first down. He actually forced them into the yard.
Put Porter in, switch Porter out for a receiver.
Going to be interesting what they do here, how this works.
Yeah.
So they want 1:45 put back on the clock.
Okay, would you tell them to stop the clock when they're supposed to?
So
I'd say based upon every other 4th and short situation Salem's been in tonight, you can expect a quarterback sneak, and Price is right there
to help
behind Corbin.
To help get him that short yardage that they're looking for. This is definitely less than a yard.
I thought they were moving. They were going to get.
I don't know how they.
I mean,
Easily across the line by this guy. He's well past it.
yeah, this guy on this near side. Giving the.
So the one on the far side is behind the line. The one on the near side is in front of the line. Clock is running. Minute 20 to go. We've got an overload to this side.
That screen. Oh, man, that was a nice looking play that they had
That
set
was.
up.
They had it set up, but it
didn't
whoever
work.
the receiver was there, number 9, Shane Mehurin, was not ready for the ball because he had a lead blocker out in front of him along with a wall.
Because all of West Washington's defense bid on that fake.
Yep.
And Corbin started to come this way and turns around. And, wow. That was a nice play. So minute 3 to go here in the first half again. Salem leading 9-0. Center's still in their 5-2.
It's going to be a pass, Corbin.
I think it's going to be holding.
It's going to be a hold.
Comes back.
Where that's thrown, that's got to be a hold.
Yes, it is.
So that's going to back them up.
Which will negate that completion. I mean, I agree with him.
Yeah. Salem's radio with Bubba and Rodney both don't like the
I don't think there's anybody
the call here, and I don't know that I disagree with them. It seems like there can't be any rhythm get going with all the penalties and everything.
I don't think there's anybody in this Paul A. Graves facility that has much good to say about this officiating crew.
57.3 left to go. Clock is moving here. Senators are at the 49 now. Or, sorry, Lions are at the 49.
Second down 25.
That
Give it
is
to
handoff to
Price.
Price. Gains a yard and a half, maybe 2.
I'd say that's good. Salem is going to take a timeout.
Salem takes the timeout here. We're going to step aside, have a commercial break. It seems like we haven't had one of those for a while, so we're going to have a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hey there, Radio Land. My name is Seth Ernstberger, and I wanted to make sure you'd heard about my new office, Ernstberger Orthodontics in Salem. We've got a spot now up here helping people find their happy when it comes to their smile and bite. It's one of my favorite things to do. So if you're wondering how braces or clear aligners like Invisalign can change your smile game, check us out on Facebook and Google, and then smile with us at Ernstberger Orthodontics in New Albany and Salem.
Back to live action here at Paul Graves Field in Salem, where the Lions are leading the Senators 9-0 after a touchdown and a safety. I believe this is the first time this year that the Senators have not been able to score in the first half.
Yeah, what was Eastern? Did we score in the first half?
I think we scored late in the second quarter.
Yeah, that'd be the only. Because I remember we exploded in the third against them.
Yeah.
But, you know, really, we've not had many possessions. We've not had, you know, really had the big pass play to Harrison. But other than that, we've not had a lot of big plays. Reverse
Reverse coming back around.
He looks like he wants to throw. He'll dodge away from a player and get hit from behind. And
Charles Madden brings him down along with Trenton Benskin out wide after the reverse. 20 seconds left to go here.
I think that was going to be a double reverse pass because Corbin went out on a route. So I think that was what they were looking for and wasn't open. And Trenton Benskin, Jake Strange, both of those guys got a lot of pressure on him and turns into a 1-yard gain.
Well, we're going to end the first half of play here with the
they took timeout.
Salem takes a timeout with 3/10. on the clock, so we're not going to end the first half yet. So we're going to stick with you here. Senators have had issues moving the ball so far in the first half, just can't get anything going.
West Washington 5 first downs here in the first half. Salem's got 8. Wish we did time of possession because it does seem like Salem's had the ball out of the 24 minutes we played. I would be willing to bet that they've had it 14, 15 minutes of the game.
So I'm betting we're going to see a deep pass here.
Oh, yeah.
Into the end zone. We're going to see a big prevent defense here by the Senators.
Well, the big thing is with that prevent is, Salem may try and hit somebody coming across the middle on a crossing route and let them just try and run. And, that's where our guys have got to be sure tacklers back there. You got Farmer back there. You got Sanford back there. You got Bousman back deep. You got Parker Green. So, those guys, most important thing is either bat the ball down or make the tackle.
Yeah. So time has expired. Corbin throws it across the middle. Going to be knocked down. So that is going to end the first half of play, 9-0. Lions are out ahead of the Senators. We're going to step aside, have quite a few commercial breaks here while they introduce the youth league here for Salem. They've got the band coming out also, so it may be an extended halftime.
15-minute halftime.
So we will be back to do stats in the first half of scoring. We'll be back in just a moment.
Listen up, high school sports fans. This cheers for you.
Why all the love? Why do we think you're number one?
Because as high school athletes, we know there is no us without you.
We know that when you buy a ticket to see an IHSAA game or meet, you're helping pay for new uniforms, safer equipment, or even a bus ride to the game.
But we also know what you're really saying is, I believe in you. I believe you could be somebody.
When you think about all of the opportunities your attendance at an IHSAA athletic event creates,
and the fact that you paid for your ticket,
well, fantastic doesn't begin to describe how we feel about you.
High school sports.
You pay,
we play.
Everybody wins.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Salem Crossing. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers and solutions and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Salem Crossing, visit ASCSSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-1877. That's 812-883-1877.
If you bought a ticket to an IHSAA athletic event last weekend, give yourself a giant pat on the back.
You helped ensure our school has the resources it needs to support our athletic program.
You might have even punched somebody's ticket to a better life.
Yeah, like mine.
So give yourself a big high five.
Yeah!
And thank you.
High school sports.
You pay.
We play.
Everybody wins.
That's right.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA. You want to feel goosebumps? Then purchase a ticket to an athletic event at your local high school. You'll be making a lasting difference in your community. Buying a ticket to an IHSAA game or meet helps ensure your school has the funding it needs to operate. New uniforms, safer equipment, transportation. Your ticket purchase helps to pay for it all. You're also helping today's student athletes learn the life skills they need to get better jobs and become better leaders. Plus, you'll see them do some amazing things.
Whoa! Did you see that? Oh man, I think I just got goosebumps.
Me too.
High school sports. We pay, they play. Everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
after a joint surgery, injury, or illness. Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Hello, it's Dr. Seth again from Ernstberger Orthodontics. Now, we've been tackling crooked teeth and bad bites with braces and Invisalign out of our Salem location for a while, and we absolutely love coming to the new office. We're so pumped to be able to offer a local option for folks wanting to improve their smile without so much driving and missed work and school. Not to mention, we're loving getting to know and support the wonderful Washington County schools, teams, and communities. When it's time for you or your family, smile with us at Ernstberger Orthodontics in New Albany and now Salem.
Get your mugshot 7 days a week at WSLMradio.com from all over Kentuckiana, Clark, Floyd, Harrison, Jackson, Lawrence, Scott, and Washington County.
Just go to WSLMradio.com and click on the police news and read the latest police news powered by Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
Follow the Gilstrap link to find the latest deals on new and used Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, and Jeeps, as well as scheduling your next service appointment.
80 years of their family serving yours.
Come visit America Flea Market in Salem. We've got over 22,000 square feet of treasures and one of the largest indoor flea markets in Kentuckiana. Located at 110 Progress Boulevard in Salem, we're one of the ultimate destinations for picking and saving and a fun place to shop. We have over 70 vendors and a huge selection of new, used, antique, primitive, and vintage items. Beat the heat. Stop in our air-conditioned store. Come and see us Tuesday through Sunday. We open up at 11 a.m. America Flea Market, where pickers pick and shoppers save.
What's included in the price of a ticket when you attend a high school athletic event? For starters, greater opportunities for our kids.
And here comes Lopez. He dribbles, fakes, shoots, and scores! A high-paying job!
Putting today's young people on the pathway to success. Inspiring them to never give up. Encouraging them to always do their best. Teaching them how to be better leaders. It's all included in the price of admission when you go to an IHSAA athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
High school sports. We pay, they play, everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Oh, my goodness!
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. It's Ace's 95th birthday, and we're throwing a party. That's right. Head to your local Ace this Saturday from 11 to 2 for free cake, grilling demos, and great deals, like free assembly and delivery on grills $3.99 and up for Ace Rewards members. Plus, get $7 off each gallon of our top paint brands like Valspar and Clark & Kensington when you buy 2 or more. Don't miss the Ace 95th birthday event this Saturday from 11 to 2. Limit 4 paint gallons. Valid at participating stores through October 28th. See store for details.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of IHSAA, Bobby Cox. Bobby, it's fall. It feels like fall. It's football weather. And we want to talk about football in the IHSAA, obviously week number 9 of the regular season coming up. But unified football is something that you at the IHSAA, your staff, your member institutions, and more importantly, the student athletes around our state have embraced as a cause, and they have done a fantastic job. And it's going to be highlighted here coming up this week.
You're right, Bob. Our second annual Unified Flag Football State Championship will be held at Grand Park in the Event Center in Westfield, Indiana. High noon kickoff between McCutcheon and Mooresville, 2 schools that weren't even in our tournament last year and now will be contesting a state championship. It's part of the Special Olympics partnership that we have and of our Champions Together program. that is really run by the students from the Student Advisory Committee in the partnership with Special Olympics Indiana. Our second championship, it's a wonderful program. We started last year with 24 schools. This year we had 37 schools in the tournament, and we know that it will continue to grow. And so we'll culminate the fall unified season with the championships at Grand Park at noon on Saturday.
You know, we've talked about this before in our conversations, and you know, it is as you point out, a student-driven initiative, and I think you and the staff and everyone involved with the IHSA and the member institutions have to be overwhelmed at how the students around our state have not only embraced this, they have literally run with the ball, bad cliche notwithstanding, and it is an extremely important event for all of them.
It is, Bob. The reality is what we're trying to do is create a culture of inclusion and understanding. You know, students that attend our schools that have intellectual disabilities, they love their high schools just like regular education students. They just, before this time, have never had an opportunity to represent their school. Unified Sports and the program we do with Champions Together allows that representation to occur. And so what we have are students with and without intellectual disabilities participating together in unified flag football, unified track and field, which are sponsored by the IHSA, unified bowling, and unified bocce, which is sponsored by Special Olympics Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Together we offer 4 sports where these young people can represent their high school and be a part of the mainstream. And I can't think of anything that's more important than including all students in the high school experience. And so we have been able to do that through these sports. It's very rewarding. It's the right thing to do, and we'll have a great championship on Saturday.
Bobby Cox joining us, talking about Unified Flag Football Championship coming up this weekend at Grand Park. McCutcheon and Mooresville playing for the championship. I have an occasion, as you do, certainly when I'm at basketball games in the winter, to be able to see some of these schools during their unified nights, and it's an overwhelming experience. It's so much fun, and it's great to be a part of, just as a spectator. But I can't imagine what it's like for the kids and the parents and everybody involved in it at their particular schools.
Well, all along the time that these students with intellectual disabilities have been in our schools, they've been told no. And now they're finally being told yes. And if you've lived that life where you're a parent of one of these children who've been told no their whole career, and now all of a sudden they're playing at halftime before 1,000 people in a gymnasium, and everybody's standing up and cheering, and these kids are out there making baskets and being a part of the festivities. I don't think any of us can really fully understand how important that is, and it's part of a bigger Champions Together program that we've been working with Special Olympics here over the past 7 years. This week I've had an opportunity to participate at a convocation at South Ripley High School, where they were recognized for being one of 14 schools statewide to receive the National Unified Champion School, a tall bar to reach 10 different pillars that the school had to meet to get this recognition. Today, the entire school student body was in the gymnasium to recognize these young people. They were the state unified bowling champions last season. I can't think of a better way to bring high school kids together and communities together than what happened today and what happened at South Ripley. And I just am honored to be a part of it, and it's very enjoyable and rewarding to watch it unfold.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA. Great stuff, Commissioner. Congratulations. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you, Bob. You too.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet of fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sideline. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious tastes all day long, including buy 5 McCafe drinks and get one free. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long. Or stop by 601 South Main Street today. And be sure to tune in on Wednesday nights at 7 for WSL. We'll be broadcasting live at McDonald's for Coach's Corner.
What's included in the price of a ticket to attend an IHSAA athletic event?
Harris cuts left, darts right, and goes straight to college!
High school sports teach life skills that go beyond the field of play. Skills that pave the way to a better education and more fulfilling career. It's all included in the price of admission when you attend a high school athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Back to live action here at Paul Graves Field in Salem, where the Lions are leading 9-0 over the Senators on a touchdown and a safety. Darren, run down some scoring and some stats for us.
All right, recap the scoring in the first half. The first quarter was a 0-0 deadlock, but in the second quarter, the Lions got on the board first at the 9:30 mark as Lane Price, Salem's fullback, takes it in from 5 yards out. Knowles' kick was good, making the score 7-0. After a kick that pinned us deep inside the 5-yard line from the Lions, the Senators had to punt, and the snap was high. Holden Bousman kicks the ball smartly out of the back of the end zone for a safety, making the score 9-0, and that was all the scoring in the first half. Stat-wise for the Lions, they had 8 first downs in the first half. Ran the ball 30 times for 140 yards, or 4.7 yards per carry. They were 0 out of 5 passing. Altogether, they ran 35 plays for 140 yards. They did have 4 penalties for 30 yards. Individually for them, quarterback Corbin carried it 9 times for 63 yards, and the fullback Price carried it 16 times for 63 yards. For the Senators in the first half, I believe we talked, they only had the ball 3 times in the first half. They were able to pick up 5 first downs. They ran the ball 12 times for 40 yards, or 3.3 yards per carry. They were 3 out of 8 passing with 1 interception for 41 yards. Total in the first half, Senators ran 20 plays for 81 yards, and I'm not sure when the last time we had a first half like that. And a lot of it can be attributed to Salem's defense, but you also got to give Salem's offense a lot of credit because they kept the ball away from the Senators. West Washington was penalized 5 times in the first half for 34 yards. Individually for the Senators, Mason Armstrong ran it 8 times for 28 yards. Roper McFeeters 2 times for 6 yards. Holden Bousman, as we said, was 3 out of 8 passing for 41 yards, and all 3 catches go to Harrison Sanford to account for the 41 yards. And that is our first half stats. The Senators will get the ball to start the second half as both teams are out going through their warm-ups again, and we are just about 50 seconds away from starting the second half of this county championship game.
It's a definitely a different kind of football this first half the Senators have. It's a case of the Senators have always been able to put up points, and they were shut out for a half. They've got to come out and play better offense and, tighten up that defense. Laying Price up the middle has been the workhorse for them, and it's going to take 2 or 3 Senators on him to bring him down.
Yeah, and as we kind of alluded to there at the end of the first half, Price was kind of like Novocaine. Early in the game they were running the same play. He was getting maybe 1 yard, 2 yards, no yards, but they kept running it. And eventually those 1-2 yards are becoming 5, 7, 8 yard gains. And, as we said, I expect the second half Corbin to pull it at some point. Again, as we said, he had 9 carries for 63 yards. And, when you start gearing up to stop the run up in the middle, then they're going to bust it to the outside. And, the thing that they're able to do by running this type of offense is keep the center offense off the field. As, like we said, we don't keep time in possession, but I'm willing to bet that
Salem has a bunch of it.
Salem had 14, 15 minutes of the 24 minutes in the first half, maybe more. So it's hard to do anything on offense when you don't have the ball. But we are going to get it to start here in the second half. And we've adjusted our kickoff return to put 2 guys deep this time. You got Roper, and I believe that is Harrison Sanford.
I believe deep. So.
And Noel's going to boot it, and he's going to boot it down to about the 15-yard line. And
McFeeder settles underneath it, makes a move, and then is brought down at about the 26.
So nice return by Roper, and give the Senators the ball here on the left hash to start the second half. And again, we come out with 2 tight ends, Rankin and Strange, and 2 wideouts in Farmer and Sanford. Armstrong in the backfield next to Bousman.
We're going to see what the Senators have drawn up. Nice keep.
Run.
He's going to come down about 9 yards downfield.
And, we hadn't seen Holden run it yet tonight. In the last few games, he's been very effective with his feet. So, nice play call there coming out of the half.
That leaves an extra offensive person out there that they've got to cover if he's not just going to turn and hand it off or drop back and throw it. So,
in the last game I was here, Holden's feet at Perry Central were electrifying. As they kind of forgot about him, and I think he had 163 yards rushing, something like that. So, we got to take advantage of that too. And it's going to be Holden again.
Holden going to gain some yards there. First down by Holden. Going to be almost to the 50. Nice job by the junior quarterback, Holden Bousman.
And what that does then too is, that opens everything else up. Instead of just sitting on Armstrong or McFeeder's in the backfield or worrying about Harrison and Chase outside, now you got to account for number 2 running the ball. We're going to go twins to the near side with Farmer on the outside, Sanford to the inside. Strange is tight end on this side, so you basically got a trips receiver look here to this side of the field. Rankin tight end to the top.
Going to be a handoff to Mason Armstrong, who finds a hole, buries his head, and gains about 5. Nice run there by Mason.
This is where we, are at our best. When we can gain yards on first down and put it in second and medium or second and short, where run, pass are both options that we can go to. So now you send Farmer and Sanford to the top as twins, Rankin. We're going to fake, and we're going to look for, I think they're looking for Jake, but Holden's going to tuck
it and run.
And get out of bounds. He's going to get up to the 43, maybe. It should be enough for a first down. They're going to mark it just short.
Just short of it.
short, so it'll bring up a
Going to be 3rd and 1. Senators still trail 9-0 here. 10-16 left to go in the 3rd period.
Let's put Holden under center and put Mason right
behind him
and push him forward. I mean, seriously, what keeps the team from putting a 300-pound lineman right behind the quarterback and just pushing him?
Yeah. We're going to roll.
And then he's sacked.
Holden is going to get sacked in the backfield by 52, which is Elijah Thomason. So
mark it back at the 50.
Back at the 50. So going to be a 4th and 7 now. Was 4th and 1, now 4th and 7.
And I'm not sure that was a pass or a designed run, as Holden looked like he was trying to read his blocks to get outside and just had no chance to do so.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
So most likely this is he's going deep for Harrison. And he's got him.
Bobbles it and still comes down with it. Nice job by Harrison.
And that is the play they had worked on a lot this week in practice. They wanted to open the game with it, and didn't work at the beginning of the game, but nice job right there. Good throw, good catch.
So that's going to be a 1st down for the Senators. It's going to be on the 22.
I believe this is the closest we've been all game.
27-yard pickup, 1st and 10. Bowsman now out of the shotgun. He'll counter back.
Counters back with Mason coming the other way after a fake to the jet sweep. They do a nice job with that that offensive series there, the jet sweep. A lot of weapons you can hit, and then very nice of Holden to be able to not flip that one and hand it off to Mason.
Yeah, 2-yard gain there. Salem does a nice job of filling the holes quickly. It looked like Mason had a little bit of a seam, and that closed very quickly on him.
Well, they run a base 3 up front, but then they've got their outside linebackers walked up also. Yeah. So it's almost like a 5-2. McFeeder's stepping over people.
Get inside the 15. Pick up a 5. Should bring up a 3rd down and 3.
2 or 3?
Yep.
Depending on the spot.
I don't even guess that stuff anymore.
I always just look at the down marker on the other side. So.
Yeah. And again, we got trips to the far side. Farmer, Sanford, and Rankin back to McFeeder's, and he's met right
in the backfield.
And I think he's going to lose a yard on that.
Going to be 4th down and 4 now.
When Armstrong comes back in, and Farmer will go out.
We're going to stay with 2 backs in the backfield. We ran that to the short side of the field and didn't give any room to block over there. So that's where the zone blocking scheme kind of hurts you a little bit because it's not in space.
We're going to roll, and they're looking for Jake, and Holden's.
It's going to be incomplete. There were 2 receivers there, went off of McFeeder's hand and Sanford's hands.
Sanford or Rankin dragging
across? Is
that
Rankin? That is
Rankin dragging across.
No, that's 3. That's Sanford.
Oh, that is.
Salem's going to take over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
So a nice drive by the Senators, but they come up
short.
Empty and give Salem the ball back. 7:11 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Lions offense comes back out onto the field.
See if they make any changes from the first half or just keep giving it to Price.
That's exactly what that one was, a handoff to Price up the.
And there's going to be an unsportsmanlike on the Senators, I'm pretty sure.
They're having a conversation on the field. So we're going to get a personal foul.
Yeah.
57 maybe?
Yeah, no,
58 come out of the
63.
game. They took him out.
Was it 58?
Yeah.
So we're going to get 15 more yards walked onto this one. Coach Bausman asking for the explanation over there.
I think it was a case of, once again, the second guy is the guy that always gets caught.
So that's going to be a first down for the Lions.
Lions with a break there on the penalty. 6:57 to go here in the third.
Moves the ball out to the 36-yard line. And we'll give Salem a first down.
Whenever. It doesn't matter. Just before the game's over.
Set up at the 36-yard line. Corbin under center. He'll set the offensive line, turn, takes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he'll come to the left, gets into the official, and almost knocks him down. But
Corbin with the keep there, going to be a gain of maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's going to get out where they marked 43, so pick up a 7 there.
Set up there at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice play there. He kind of stuck it in.
And again, I think you're going to see that a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we start biting down on Price up the middle. Corbin's going to pull that and get 6 or 7 yards. Bobbled
Ball on the
snap.
ground. Going to take it to the right and gain maybe a yard, maybe 2. Side judge walks in, gives him a first down. That's he walked in right at the stick, so I mean.
Yeah, kid picks it up, fumbled snap, he picks it up and takes 2 or 3 steps, and all of a sudden he's got a 2-yard gain.
So going to be third and less than 1 here. Corbin
Here we go.
takes the snap under center.
Price has moved up right behind him. He's
going to be a handoff to Price.
Price up the middle and takes it across the midfield marker.
Going to be across the 50.
47-yard line of West Washington.
gain of 8 for Price.
We said starting the game that it was a we were hard to run at up the middle, and Salem has done a nice job of running up the middle against us.
I think they're just wearing our guys down. This is what I really think it is. I mean, when you got the size of Salem's line leaning on our guys every single play, I mean, that takes a toll. Corbin
keeps. Reese McCoskey unable to gain much on that.
It's like a gain of 2.
Yeah, Reese has got to realize he's on the short side of the field here. He can't string out.
There's a penalty. Sanford also running.
Another unsportsmanlike.
Wow. Not sure why, but I mean, it was a good tackle. They come up and made the hit. I'm not sure what he was complaining about, but it's every time.
Yeah, I don't know. Trail's getting downfield and hitting somebody and causing that, but he's the guy walking away.
We've got both Coach Bausman and Coach Gibson out on the field asking for an explanation of this, of what happened.
I mean, West Washington made a nice defensive play, and then, you know, I think there was some talking going on that's directed maybe at the officials.
Got some updated scores from around town, 39, Scottsburg 0, Tecumseh.
He's going to move it up to the 30-yard line, where Salem will once again have another first down. That's the third unsportsmanlike penalty we've had so far tonight.
Well, if they're going to snap this ball, Coach Bausman's still standing on the field with the white hat, so that's where some officials got to come and stand over that ball so it's not snapped.
Right.
I think you just give him a short answer and move on. You're not going to change the calls.
Your kids can't talk to the officials, and that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I think let's not take a half-hour break, though. Nope. Let's just move.
Coach Bausman, this is the most animated I've seen him in a long time.
Yeah.
So, first and 10 for the Lions at the 30-yard line. I don't know when they finally get back to play. Corbin will move under center to take the snap.
So Salem
once again takes it from under center.
Price.
Price with it up the middle. Going to gain 3. Under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Again, this is a quick-moving ball game. Salem's taking their time, getting the play in. Again, coaches calling it from the sideline, players looking at their armbands, and then they're running the play.
Corbin hands that one off to Price. Price unable to get that.
Need a turnover in the worst kind of way. Another 2-yard gain for Price. Bring up a 3rd down and 5. And I would say Salem is in field goal range right now. Whether they want to attempt it or not, I think that's a good feeling, to have a kicker that is able to, you get inside the 25-yard line, that you're going to come away with points if you can't get a touchdown.
Corbin under center to take the snap here. Hands off to Price. Price gets it, gains
about 5 yards. I was going to say he's got
between 3 and 5. I mean, he's going to be close depending on.
They mark it at the 20. We've gone through pretty much the entire year with no measurements, and they're going to give it to him.
So the Lions do get a 1st down here.
Linton 35, property on 0. And
3:30 left to go in the 3rd period. Lions driving here. Taking their time, getting under center.
It's almost like take 15 seconds and still hard to explain to the guys what hurt. Maybe they can't hear each other.
Price doesn't gain much on that one. That's the first time we've really stopped him on 1st down. Far side judge comes in for a gain of 1.
Seems like most of their runs have been to this left side.
Yeah, they like to get in behind number 64, which is J.D. Gilbert, that 330-pound left tackle.
And when you got 59 over there,
Trail Howard,
6'3", 275.
Yeah, that's a lot of beef on that side.
Yes, it is.
And we've only got 1 down lineman on that side, so.
And you're able to get out on the linebackers. Huge hole.
I mean, we've got gaps spread huge. Corbin keeps it.
And as a counter, Corbin faked Price to the left and then spun around and went back to the right and got inside the 10.
So that's going to be another 1st down. Going to be 1st and goal here at the 10.
2:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Both teams, this is Salem's first possession of the 2nd half. West Washington had it for about the first 4 minutes.
Corbin under center, takes that one, hands off to Price.
He's going to keep it.
Keeps it, pulls it.
I think it's going to be, a 1-yard gain, moved it up to the 8.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and goal for the Lions. Again, looking to the sideline for the play from Coach Hartsfield.
Lions are definitely not in a hurry here.
Nothing there.
Nothing there.
Lions tried to pitch out to McCoskey coming around in motion. And center defense led by Bryce Brown and Glenn Rankin, it looks like.
Yeah, Binskin was in on that one too. So
another gain of, actually no gain on the play. It's third and goal from the 8. Corbin in the shotgun with Price behind him in the pistol.
Almost like a pistol.
And we jump offside. Are they?
They didn't throw it.
They did not. Wow.
There's a touchdown. I believe that was Shane Mahurin who caught
yes,
that.
It was.
So it makes it 15-0 now. Lions out ahead.
Two over to the near side, and I looked at one was maybe going to run to the corner, then some other one maybe crossing is what it looked
Lions line up for a extra point attempt.
position, and just it was a pass to basically the tight end, just a little hammer right down the middle, and it was thrown a little bit low.
And Null in, and Senators jump off sides again.
Lions are going to go for 2 now since the offsides here. Need 1.5 yards. You put Lane Price behind Corbin. Corbin keeps it and gets some help from behind. And
yeah, you run behind that left side of the line.
Yeah.
That makes the score 15-0. The Lions are leading with 1:03 to go.
1:03 left to go here in the third period.
I'm not sure he got in.
I don't think so.
So the Senators are still down 2 touchdowns.
Down 2 touchdowns with at least a 2-point conversion in there somewhere. So we're going to step aside, have a short commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Wouldn't it be great to find a dealer that puts their customer satisfaction over their profits? Well, you have. Betty Gilstrap Motors in Salem, Indiana has been your hometown Ford dealership for over 80 years. No hassle, no pressure, and ranked in the top 6% nationwide for customer service. Specializing in Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Eddie Gilstrap Motors is your one-stop shop for your sales, service, and auto body repair needs. Visit us today at EddieGilstrapMotors.com or come see us at 207 South Main Street, downtown Salem, Indiana.
Hey there, Radio Land. My name is Seth Ernstberger, and I wanted to make sure you'd heard about my new office, Ernstberger Orthodontics in Salem. We've got a spot now up here helping people find their happy when it comes to their smile and bite. It's one of my favorite things to do. So if you're wondering how braces or clear aligners like Invisalign can change your smile game, check us out on Facebook and Google, and then smile with us at Ernstberger Orthodontics in New Albany and Salem.
Back to action here at Graves Field. Nice squib kick down the middle by Salem. Jake Strange falls on it.
Soon will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And it's time we got to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, we got to get moving.
And looks like we're going to start the same way with Rankin and Strange at tight ends, Farmer and Sanford out wide, Armstrong beside Bausman in the gun.
You're exactly right, Coach Russell. We got to get moving. That's the problem. That's a bad snap, and then we're going to lose 4 on that one.
Again, we brought Chase in motion to look like the jet sweep and ran backside with Mason. We've had some success with that tonight, but I think we went to the well maybe once too often there. Salem was sitting, waiting on it.
We see Parker Green come in.
And Rankin goes out because Strange is still in, tight end on this near side.
Holden rolls.
Nice catch by Harrison.
Nice catch by Harrison coming across. He's going to get about 12 back. He's going to be about a yard short.
Holden rolled back to his left and threw back across his body to Harrison, and just came. Harrison paid the price, but it was a great catch that time by Harrison. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So we've got 12 minutes to go.
12 minutes to go, and we need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
We're going to step aside, have a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Listen up, high school sports fans. This cheer's for you.
You're number one. You're number one.
Why all the love? Why do we think you're number one?
Because as high school athletes, we know there is no us without you.
We know that when you buy a ticket to see an IHSAA game or meet, you're helping pay for new uniforms, safer equipment, or even a bus ride to the game.
But we also know what you're really saying is, I believe in you. I believe you could be somebody.
When you think about all of the opportunities your attendance at an IHSAA athletic event creates,
And the fact that you paid for your ticket,
well, fantastic doesn't begin to describe how we feel about you.
high school sports,
You pay,
we play.
everybody wins.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Back to action here on WSLM 1220 AM and West Washington live stream. So now we're going to get the start of the quarter, and they're going to have an official's timeout.
Coach Bowsman.
This is interesting.
I mean, you just had a quarter break, and the officials stop it before we can even run a play. This has been interesting to say the least tonight.
Still wondering what that was about.
And they're talking about something.
They're talking about.
There's an official. It was over here on the sidelines.
I guess he had to go to the bathroom, so he jumped out.
Give him a cup of coffee.
Warm him up. I don't know. Holding with the keeper, he's going to gain.
He's going to get the first down.
Get the first down.
Looks like he's going to get out to about the 44-yard line, so pick up a 5. The thing is these 5-6-yard gains that we're getting are 3 or 4-yard gains. We're used to those being 20, 25-yard gains. Salem's defense is really flying around, really aggressive.
Armstrong with one on his legs in the backfield. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe.
Salem's defensive line is making a living in the backfield right now.
So going to spot him short. So going to be 2nd and 11 here. We're spreading it out with 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and then Mason Armstrong in the backfield.
And Salem's got 5 guys up tight to the line.
Holding back to pass.
And he's got no. Wow. Bowsman scrambling for his life and was able to just throw a two-hand
shovel pass
to Jake Strange just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Third down and 11.
That's an interesting spot again.
It's again next week the Senators will be at French Lick as they will play Springs Valley in the opening round of sectional play. Again, team that we played earlier in the year.
Holden rolls, throws.
Got Chase.
Got Chase with a completion. Goes out of bounds.
Good for another Senator first down as it all the way up to the 41-yard line.
And that makes the clock stop there, so.
Pick up a 15 yards there.
Nice job by the Senators.
Again, Harrison and Chase come to the near side with Rankin at tight end. Strange to the top.
Mason switches sides in the backfield. Going to be a keeper by Bowsman looking for somewhere to go. He doesn't get anywhere.
Yardage. Marking back at the 43, so it'll be a
Loss
loss of 2.
One or two.
Yep.
Now that's two of those that they've moved up. But
So second down, 11.
They even now. They're both directions.
They gotta stop though.
Looks like West Washington's
They're going to take a timeout. We're going to step aside, have a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
That's what's happened in the second half, though.
Caring people make the difference. You can feel it the minute you walk into Salem Crossing. Experts in long-term care, not just doing a job, but following a calling. They're here to help you and your family find answers and solutions and peace of mind. In fact, they become an extension of your family. For more information about Salem Crossing, visit ASCSSeniorCare.com or call 812-883-1877. That's 812-883-1877.
If you bought a ticket to an IHSAA athletic event last weekend, give yourself a giant pat on the back.
You helped ensure our school has the resources it needs to support our athletic program.
You might have even punched somebody's ticket to a better life.
Yeah, like mine.
So give yourself a big high five.
Yeah.
And thank you.
High school sports.
You pay,
We play.
everybody wins.
That's right.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
Back to action here at Paul Graves Field, where the Lions do lead the Senators 15-0. 10 minutes, 5 seconds left to go here in the game. Senators are driving, but they're going to have to really muster, two touchdowns here.
I'm wondering if that timeout was if something happened to Holden, because him and Coach Basman were throwing during that timeout. As
McFeeters gains maybe 2, 3. Holden is shaking his hand a little bit.
So we'll bring up a third down and
7, 8.
Again, we're back to Strange and Rankin at tight end. Sanford split out to the near side. McFeeters and Armstrong each side of Holden. Holden
rolls.
He's getting chased.
Floats it over him.
That is.
There we go. There's the pass interference.
He did not even give Harrison a chance to come back and catch that ball. So nice to see that called there.
So he's got to turn his head and look at the ball. He can't just run into him with his hands up in the air.
So that's going to be 15 yards, and that's going to be a automatic first down. And I don't understand these refs just dropping the balls and letting them roll down. Mark it where it's supposed to be at.
So now the question is, what is the official doing? He's got the ball setting down. He's asking Mason if they're taking the.
Well, of course we're going to take the
penalty. Of course. So now the question is, where's the spot? The spot's got to be back where the marker is, and then you go 15 yards from there.
Yeah.
So it's at the 40. You're going to go 15 yards from that.
It should be on about the 25-yard line.
Should be the 25 is where it should be.
But should be and is a 10.
It can't be a 10-yard. It's from where the ball was placed, not where the.
Is that not a first down? Still first down. I'm not sure what.
It's a first down.
So
these guys.
I'm not sure what he's doing.
To the 25.
So we just gained another 3 yards.
It's a 10-yard penalty. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's a 10-yard penalty.
These officials are getting it from both sides, both set of fans, both sets of radio announcers.
I'm not sure what's going on. I mean, it's so confusing because you don't get a call, and then they're not moving the ball. They're not spotting the ball. So, everybody's confused on where the ball should even be.
First time, then they messed up, handed the ball
The whole issue started because they didn't spot the ball where it should be to begin with. They just dropped the ball and then signaled the. So it's a first down, but it's a matter of where's the ball. So it looks like the ball's at the 27. I don't know if that's what we're doing or not.
But now they haven't moved the chain.
Gibby is across the way, walking it off.
Yeah.
Pass interference is 15 yards, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
I've always thought it was. They have not even moved the chains. We're wanting us to run a play. Chains are still sitting where they were. Wow. I think Coach Bowsman finally told him to move them.
Wow.
The ball should be on the 25-yard line.
If it's a spot foul, then they're not.
It's not a spot foul in high school football.
Confused. So those of you watching at home, I don't know what just happened, but apparently we got a first down, and now we're going to air it out to McFeeters through his hands. Nice. Not going to be able to come down with that one. He's upset.
Nice play there as they faked Mason and rolled Harrison, or rolled Roper down the sidelines here. Only receiver, and Holden comes back this way and hits him and just goes right through his hands. Good coverage, though, by Salem.
9:13 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Senators are down 15-0. Lions do lead here. We've got one wide receiver to each side, one tight end to each side. Mason Armstrong to the wide side of the field. Holden going to keep it, going to find a hole, get outside. Gets brought down from behind.
Pick up about 8.
Close to it.
But let's see where. Is that another flag over there?
Yes, it looks like there's some yellow on the ground over there.
Yeah. You might want to take commercial. Take them about 15 minutes to sort out what that flag's for.
Newman's got his helmet off, so he's got to come out for a play. Now they're over talking about what the flag is. I'm not sure what they're calling. I mean, I haven't seen a signal yet.
Personal. Another personal foul on us. And I'm not sure.
I'm not sure where the personal foul was on that one.
Okay, well. Was it 3? Was it 3?
We're still trying to figure out who the personal foul was on. So we're backing it up now to the 36. Well, it's got to be second down. It can't be third if they're accepting that penalty. So.
And they're coming hard after him.
Throws the ball over Jake Strange's head.
Danny he keeps sliding past him. He's getting pressure.
Salem is getting tremendous pressure upfield.
They're going right around our line.
Yeah. They are really aggressive.
8:51 to go. Going to be about 3rd and 19-ish, something like that. Going to be a timeout, Salem. We're going to step aside, take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
You want to feel goosebumps? Then purchase a ticket to an athletic event at your local high school. You'll be making a lasting difference in your community. Buying a ticket to an IHSAA game or meet helps ensure your school has the funding it needs to operate. New uniforms, safer equipment, transportation. Your ticket purchase helps to pay for it all. You're also helping today's student athletes learn the life skills they need to get better jobs and become better leaders. Plus, you'll see them do some amazing things.
Whoa!
Did you see that? Oh man, I think I just got goosebumps.
Me too.
High school sports. We pay, they play. Everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Back here on 1220 WSLM and West Washington live stream, the Senators do trail 15-0, 8:51 to go in the game. Senators are driving. It's been kind of a hectic last 10 minutes. It seems like there's only been about 20 seconds run off the clock, but Senators with the ball here. Holden takes the snap.
Big hole there. Incomplete.
Going to be an incomplete pass. Sanford's unable to hang on to that one as he's hit.
Thought Holden was going to tuck it and go, and then right before he got to the line of scrimmage, he threw it to Harrison and, just couldn't hang on. A nice hit was placed on him by Salem defender.
So Lions ball on the 35.
Story of this game is penalties. Senators have 102 yards in penalties tonight.
This wide split here up the middle, which is right where they're running, it just doesn't seem to be.
And Corbin kept it.
Seem to be working out for the Senators and Gibby's defense here.
And get up to the 40-yard line. Bring up a
13 times for about 53 yards. He's a little shy on
2nd and 5, 2nd and 6.
This is where the Lions are just looking to run a bunch of time
they're
off the
gonna
clock.
Be very patient, get first down, so let that clock run.
They're at the line just waiting for the clock to get down so that then they snap it. Corbin under center. Hands it off to Price. Breaks the tackle.
He fumbles.
Ball's on the ground. 4 or 5 Senators on it.
You saw the Senators really raking that ball, trying to rip it out, and they did, but unfortunately I think Salem fell back on it.
Still waiting for the signal from the officials if we get one.
Yeah, good luck.
No signal going to be at the 50. I'm assuming that the Lions are going to retain possession here. Still haven't got a signal.
No. Given a signal, expecting the chains to move, run the play clock, that's asking an awful lot.
7:40 to go.
And Coach Hartsfield's telling Corbin to
Corbin,
be patient.
what in the world are you doing? You don't have to be under center yet.
Get that play clock under 10 before you snap it. Salem offense just standing there waiting, and it is now under 10.
That's Price again up the middle. He's going to go forward for a 10-yard gain here, just dragging Senators with him.
That is the 24th carry for.
Going to be a timeout, Senators. We're going to go ahead and step aside, take a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Battleview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Battleview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Hello, hello, it's Dr. Seth again from Ernstberger Orthodontics. Now, we've been tackling crooked teeth and bad bites with braces and Invisalign out of our Salem location for a while, and we absolutely love coming to the new office. We're so pumped to be able to offer a local option for folks wanting to improve their smile without so much driving and missed work and school. Not to mention, we're loving getting to know and support the wonderful Washington County schools, teams, and communities. When it's time for you or your family, smile with us at Ernstberger Orthodontics in New Albany and now Salem.
Back to live action here at Paul Graves Field, where the Senators still trail 15-0, 6:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Lions are driving. Hand it off to Price. He's going to get a first down here. Just needed a yard.
As we go under 7 minutes, 6:50 in counting here in the ball game, which Salem leading 15-0. And with the ball. The clock does continue to run. Play clock still at 20 seconds, so you can expect to watch for about 10 more seconds or so
before they snap the ball,
which
is smart move. I mean, they don't have to snap it. So
right, we've been in that situation many times.
Hands it off. Price gains maybe 4.
Second down and 5.
He's got to be over 100 yards so far.
Yes, he is. He has ran the ball 26 times for 128 yards.
Yeah. Second and 6 here. Clock continues to roll.
Clock's heating up. 5:52 here to go. Lions leading 15-0 in the fourth quarter. Probably going to stay up under center. Just take care of the football. Try to get first downs. What they're probably
Play clock now at 10, so expect the Lions to prepare to snap it.
Hands off to Price. That's going maybe 2. Going to gain about a yard there, bring up 3rd and 5.
If Salem was able to get a first down on this drive, I believe that would pretty well be the end of this ball game.
Yep.
Because they would be able very close to run the rest of the clock out.
Corbin keeps that one.
It's down
He's
to what?
Going to be
20
yards short of the first down here. 4th and a yard.
Big play here for Senator defense, it looks like.
Senator's going to call a
timeout.
We're going to step aside, have a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Get your mugshot 7 days a week at WSLMradio.com from all over Kentuckiana, Clark, Floyd, Harrison, Jackson, Lawrence, Scott, and Washington County.
Just go to WSLMradio.com and click on the police news and read the latest police news powered by Eddie Gilstrap Motors.
Follow the Gilstrap link to find the latest deals on new and used Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, and Jeeps, as well as scheduling your next service appointment.
80 years of their family serving yours.
Come visit America Flea Market in Salem. We've got over 22,000 square feet of treasures and one of the largest indoor flea markets in Kentuckiana. Located at 110 Progress Boulevard in Salem, we're one of the ultimate destinations for picking and saving and a fun place to shop. We have over 70 vendors and a huge selection of new, used, antique, primitive, and vintage items. Beat the heat. Stop in our air-conditioned store. Come and see us Tuesday through Sunday. We open up at 11 a.m. America Flea Market, where pickers pick and shoppers save.
Back to live action here at Paul Graves Field on WSLM 1220 and West Washington live stream. Salem takes the ball. They need a yard here. It is 4th and 1. They give the ball to Price. He's going to gain about 5.
And get down to the 24, 25-yard line.
4 minutes to go. 4:11 exactly. We're going to see more of the same from the Lions. They're just going to keep handing the ball off to Price until we find a way to stop it. And we haven't had an answer for it all game, so. So there's some discussion in the backfield.
It's Washington making a lot of substitutions. Don't want to do anything to have guys do or say anything silly that would make them ruled out for next week.
Problem is we're meeting Price beside him, and he's going to be able to drag us 4 or 5 yards. That's been the thing the whole game. You know, we've hit him from the side instead of from the front.
Yep.
So we're going to be under 3 minutes by the time they snap this ball.
Down to 3:10.
Still 20 seconds to go on the play clock.
They've been going at about 7.
Price with another carry. Going to drag the Senators for close to a first down.
And that was the 30th carry of the ball game for Price. And they're going to mark him just short.
Just short of it, so going to be 3rd and inches. 2:26 left to go.
West Washington scouting report showed that Salem runs the ball to the left side.
Yeah, and they also said that DJ Trail weren't getting it done, so I think they took that to heart a little bit.
Yeah.
So they'll go under center once again to take the snap here. It'll come. They'll hand it off.
There
Price,
goes,
and he may score. And he will.
Price gets into the end zone. Going to be a touchdown, Senators, or touchdown Lions. Going to spread that out to 21-0. 1:56 left to go in the game.
That is his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. Give him 31 carries now for 158 yards on the ball game.
Knoll in to attempt the extra point. That one placed down. Kick, it is good. Make it 22-0. We're going to step aside, have a commercial break, be back in just a moment.
What's included in the price of a ticket when you attend a high school athletic event? For starters, greater opportunities for our kids.
And here comes Lopez. He dribbles, fakes, shoots, and scores! A high-paying job!
Putting today's young people on the pathway to success, inspiring them to never give up, encouraging them to always do their best, teaching them how to be better leaders. It's all included in the price of admission when you go to an IHSAA athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
High school sports. We pay, they play, everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Oh, my goodness!
We're back to live action here. We see some of the fans start to roll out. Got a deep kick. Going to be back to McFeeters. McFeeters fields it. Looking for room to run. He breaks a tackle, gets out wide. Knoll brings him down.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Nice run there by McFeeters. 1:44 left to go here in the game. McFeeters got the corner, was trying to get out, but the the kicker does bring him down.
Be nice if we could stick one in here at the end, just give us something to build on before we go into sectional again next week. But I know Salem would love nothing more than to get a shutout. They've had a few this year.
Yeah.
So, again, this is
So Hartsfield's going to take a timeout. He's got some confusion in the backfield, not quite sure what's going on, has people subbed in and kind of in different positions. So Senator's going to take over first down on the 35 here. One of the premier games around the state tonight was supposed to be New Pal and Delta. New Pal out 35-7 on the Delta Eagles. That's a matchup from the center part of the state. New Pal's
destroying everybody this year.
They are they're a 4A playing up at 5A after winning state. So they are the favorite. That was one of the things they talked about during the sectional show, that they're probably the only one that's a clear favorite in any class. So Armstrong has a hole, runs that up the middle, going to gain close to 10.
Another flag. I'm going to say where that's at. That may be holding.
Going to be personal fouls on both sides, so those are going to be offsetting.
Let's see if it's a first down.
It's going to be a first down because he
should be, but I mean I've thought that by looks a couple times tonight.
Well, the way he signaled it was offsetting, but now it's not. So they're going to gain some. West Washington is going to pick up some penalty yards here. Going to be 1st and 10 at the 12.
Here's the situation. He's just going to stick the nose up in there, play some defense here for a series.
Armstrong looking to get in the end zone. He's about the 7-yard line here. Minute 26 to go. Armstrong going to gain 2 on that one. Going to be 4th and 2. Sorry, 3rd and 2. In comes McFeeters. 50 seconds left to go here. Senators looking to get a score on the board here. McFeeters turns, looks, close to the end zone, gets in, hands up, touchdown Senators, 22-6.
Reward Roper for that great kickoff return. Let him get into the end zone there.
So going to be a touchdown for the Senators. They're going to come in with their 2-point conversion team. Going to leave 2 backs in the backfield. Nobody covering Farmer over on this side.
What's that?
So illegal procedure against the Senators. They're going to back up 5 and try it again.
37 seconds to go here.
Two-point conversion's no good. Farmer unable to hang on to that one. 37 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter before this one is final. 22-0 Lions are, or 22-6 Lions are ahead. Coach Russell, talk to me a little bit about girls basketball season coming up. We've got a couple of days before practice.
Monday. Yep. You know, and a lot's going to depend on how the volleyball team does tomorrow.
That's true. Volleyball does play tomorrow. I believe they play at noon.
Yes, they do. We've got 10 girls on the volleyball team, so, you know, ideally I can give them a couple days off, you know, next week before we start practice, but, you know, we're ready to get rolling. We have a scrimmage 2 weeks from tomorrow at Floyd Central, so, you know, it's that time of year, and then after that, it seems like 3 nights a week we're going to be playing. So, you know,
I definitely know that.
Yeah. You know, we lost 2 great seniors last year, Maddie Bausman and Hattie Griffiths. But, you know, they've laid a strong foundation along with some of the girls from the past. And, you know, our girls are excited to carry on what we've started and continue to build on it.
Talk to me a little bit about some of the additions to your team or to your schedule. I know your first game is on the road at Linton.
Right. For the last 3 or 4 years, we played in that preseason tourney at Henryville, and they decided to cancel that tourney this year. So our first game isn't until November 9th, I believe it is, at Linton. Linton is a very good ball club. They're going to be one of the top 5 teams in the state.
I believe they were 22-4 last year.
They got about everybody back. So, you know, we're going to play the competition. You know, we don't shy away from it. And, you know, onside kick here now by Jake goes out of bounds.
Goes out of bounds. With being the defending sectional champ, you know, your team definitely has a target on their back everywhere they go. They're going to get the best from everybody, kind of the same way the Senator football team does. So.
Right. And, you know, I'm okay with that. That means you've had success. So, you know, we understand that. The kids understand that. So, you know, we got to understand we're going to come ready to play every night that we step on the floor and know that we're going to get every team's best shot. So, you know, we're excited about that. Our conference, for the first time in a while, it seems like is going to be very balanced, you know, between us, Crawford County, Paoli, Springs Valley's got the McCormick girl back, who's 6'2", 6'3", and is a very, very good post player. So, you know, there's a lot of balance in our conference, and, you know, we're excited. We have never won a conference in girls basketball, so, you know, we would love to be able to add that to our resume. So, you know, we're excited to get going, and, you know, next Friday night we'll know a little bit more as we've had a full week of practice, so we'll see how we're looking come next week.
Senators do drop this one 22-6. We're going to step aside, have some commercial breaks, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. It's Ace's 95th birthday, and we're throwing a party. That's right. Head to your local Ace this Saturday from 11 to 2 for free cake, grilling demos, and great deals, like free assembly and delivery on grills $3.99 and up for Ace Rewards members. Plus, get $7 off each gallon of our top paint brands like Valspar and Clark and Kensington when you buy 2 or more. Don't miss the Ace 95th birthday event this Saturday from 11 to 2. Limit 4 paint gallons. Valid at participating stores through October 28th. See store for details.
On our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounders coming on the field. Filet fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sidelines. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious taste all day long, including buy 5 McCafe drinks and get 1 free. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long. Or stop by 601 South Main Street today. And be sure to tune in on Wednesday nights at 7 for WSL. We'll be broadcasting live at McDonald's for Coach's Corner.
What's included in the price of a ticket to attend an IHSAA athletic event?
Harris cuts left, darts right, and goes straight to college!
High school sports teach life skills that go beyond the field of play. Skills that pave the way to a better education and more fulfilling career. It's all included in the price of admission when you attend a high school athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Wouldn't it be great to find a dealer that puts their customer satisfaction over their profits? Well, you have. Betty Gilstrap Motors in Salem, Indiana has been your hometown Ford dealership for over 80 years. No hassle, no pressure, and ranked in the top 6% nationwide for customer service. Specializing in Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Eddie Gilstrap Motors is your one-stop shop for your sales, service, and auto body repair needs. Visit us today at EddieGilstrapMotors.com or come see us at 207 South Main Street, downtown Salem, Indiana.
Hey there, Radio Land. My name is Seth Ernstberger, and I wanted to make sure you'd heard about my new office, Ernstberger Orthodontics in Salem. We've got a spot now up here helping people find their happy when it comes to their smile and bite. It's one of my favorite things to do. So if you're wondering how braces or clear aligners like Invisalign can change your smile game, check us out on Facebook and Google, and then smile with us at Ernstberger Orthodontics in New Albany and Salem.
Listen up, high school sports fans. This cheer's for you.
Why all the love? Why do we think you're number one?
Because as high school athletes, we know there is no us without you.
We know that when you buy a ticket to see an IHSAA game or meet, you're helping pay for new uniforms, safer equipment, or even a bus ride to the game.
But we also know what you're really saying is, I believe in you. I believe you could be somebody.
When you think about all of the opportunities your attendance at an IHSAA athletic event creates,
and the fact that you paid for your ticket,
well, fantastic doesn't begin to describe how we feel about you.
High school sports.
You pay,
we play.
Everybody wins.
This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
Back to action here at Paul Graves Field. The Senators do drop their first one of the year, moving their record to 8-1, where the Lions do come out victorious, moving them to 6-3. Both go into sectional play next week, where the Lions do draw Gibson Southern here at Paul Graves Field, and West Washington is on the road at Springs Valley. Coach Russell, break down some scoring and stats for us.
Okay, again, the first quarter there was no scoring in the quarter, but in the second quarter to 9:30 mark, Salem gets on the board first as Price takes it in from 5 yards out, and then on the ensuing possession after Salem had pinned West Washington inside the 5-yard line, the snap on the punt was high, and Holden Bosman just kicks it out of the back of the end zone to avoid something worse happening, and so we took a safety, making the score then 9-0, and that's where it stood at the half. Second half, the start of the third quarter, West Washington got the ball first, ran the clock well, got it down to 7 minutes before they eventually turned it over on downs on a nice drive that they had, though, to open the half. Combination of running and passing. Then Salem takes over and runs 6 more minutes off the clock at the 1:03 mark. Shane Mahurin catches a 7-yard pass from Brandon Corbin for a touchdown. 2-point conversion run failed, making the score 15-0. Then at 1:56 mark of the fourth quarter, Price once again on the carry takes it in from 15 yards out for the touchdown. Knowles' kick was good, making the score 22-0. West Washington responds, though, thanks to a great kickoff return by Roper McFeeters down to about the 40-yard line. And the Senators behind running, but from Mason Armstrong, catch from Harrison Sanford. Chase Farmer gets it down inside, and Roper is rewarded for his kickoff return as he takes in from 4 yards out. 2-point conversion was no good, making the score 22-6, and that's how the ball game ended. Statistically for Salem, I had them with 13 first downs, 53 carries for 266 yards, 1 out of 6 passing for 0 yards, or for 8 yards, 274 yards total for the Lions. For the Senators, 12 first downs on the ball game, ran the ball 29 times for 79 yards, 7 out of 17 with 1 interception passing for 95 yards, total 174 yards in the ball game. We were penalized 10 times for 109 yards. Individually for the Senators, Mason Armstrong, 14 carries for 44 yards. Roper McFeeters, 6 carries for 17 yards. Holden Bousman, 7 carries for 12 yards. As we said, Holden was 7 out of 17 passing for 95 yards. 5 of those targets went to Harrison Sanford for 80 yards. Chase Farmer caught 1 for 15 yards. And Jake Strange, 1 catch for 0 yards. Coach Bousman's made his way up, so I'll let him and Craig have at it.
We're going to give Coach Bousman just a second to get the headphones on. Coach, didn't come out on top tonight, but your boys played hard. It was not the outcome you were looking for, but you're moving forward with sectional coming up next week at Springs Valley. Thoughts on tonight's game?
I thought we deferred like we have been all year, just the confidence we had in the defense, and we got our stop. I think on 4th down, and that's a huge stop. And then we moved the ball really well. A few things that kind of set us back, with some guys getting some run-throughs, different things. But when you're going to have to drive the field and get 3 and 4 yards, you're going to have to be close to perfect. But we did some great things that just – we stopped ourselves at times. I mean, give their defense all kinds of credit. They were flying. They got great athletes running around. But we just didn't do enough in the first half. And then I felt like second half we really come out and we're moving the ball. Next thing I know, it's 4th down. And we just had some negative plays that might have pushed us back here and there. Had some big plays. I mean, I don't know if I should have, but I guess it paid off. Went for it on 4th down at midfield. And, it's just the faith we have in our guys. Yeah. But at any rate, there's positives to take from it. We definitely didn't play our best game. But, there's a lot of emotions in this game. And, I was really proud how physical we were. But ultimately I told the guys down there, we would use this game to propel us into next week. If we win, it's momentum going in. If we lose, it's going to be fueled going into next week. So this game will be a positive for us no matter what.
That's exactly what we talked about. Moving forward with this game, you can take some things out of it, but there's a bigger prize, for you guys. Looking forward at sectional, at Springs Valley, then you'll have hopefully a home game that second round. So it's you've got things moving forward, moving in the right direction, and this is a loss that'll put kind of a bad taste in the boys' mouth, going into that sectional game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, someone said, how will we respond next week, and I don't worry about that at all. I think it'll be great. Our guys are going to be excited to enter this tournament, and I think tonight's game made us better. Whether we played better or not, it's going to make us better in our evaluations and in the guys that we went up against. And, it was a 15-0 ball game, and then they scored one late. I know it ended up 22-6 because we scored one, and, so you kind of take those away. It's a 15-0 game, and we had opportunities. We just didn't capitalize. So that's something I think we'll be able to do next week.
Coach, thoughts on going into Valley 4 sectional? It's a team that you played at home during the regular season during the PLAC matchup. Now you get them for the first round of sectional, but it's on the road. You've talked many times about how all of your things come on the road. It seems like this year. So
yeah, absolutely. I felt like we've played well on the road. And one thing we can't do is overlook them. But the nice thing is, I don't think this group is like that. They won't overlook them at all. They'll come out hungry, ready to play them next week. And going on the road, it's we'll reflect on last year when we went down there and we got taken to the wire, and luckily they dropped a pass in the end zone. So we'll reflect on that as well. But like I say, this group they're so competitive and so physical and want to go out and win ball games. They don't overlook anybody. So I think it'll it's going to be a fun week next week.
Well, Coach, I'm going to let you head back down to the boys who are in the end zone getting their stuff gathered up. Go warm up somewhere. I know it's a cold one out there, and we will talk to you next week at Springs Valley.
All right, thank you.
We're going to give Coach Russell just a few minutes break here, let him get settled back in. We'll get his final thoughts. But the Senators do drop tonight's game 22-6 here at Paul Graves Field to the Lions, who are celebrating senior night tonight. So they've got that. They pull out the Washington County Championships with wins over Salem, or with wins over West Washington and Eastern. West Washington did beat Eastern earlier this year, so they are 1-1 in the county, and Eastern did drop both of those, so that makes them 0-2. Coach Russell, final thoughts on the regular season and tonight's game?
That's like Coach Vasman said. I mean, you take the positive. There's positives to be learned from this, but we're moving on next week's sectional. Everybody's 0-0. You can't look at what we did against Valley, week 3, I believe it was. It's a new year, and the one thing about these guys is, like he said, they're not going to overlook. They're not going to think, well, we beat them bad the first time. It's going to be the same thing. That they're going to be ready to play. They're going to have a bad taste in their mouth after tonight. So, I think you'll see a very focused group of Senators next week.
Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and sign off. I'd like to give a shout-out to all of our sponsors, Meadowview, McDonald's, Ernstberger Orthodontist, Eddie Gilstrap Motors, Salem Crossing, Meadowview, and Eddie Gilstrap's Motors, along with Ace Hardware and American Flea Market. I'd like to thank them for all of their sponsorships for the year. We will be live next week at Valley. This is Craig Akers and Darren Russell signing off.